crappiest video in the world.
Hello people of Pathetics, it is Wisp here, and today I'll be introducing my new open species called the Biawak Bencana, also known as danger lizards. So, before I start, I'm going to say this is not scripted. I was too lazy to do that. So, yeah. And this is also my second time recording this. Here is their species sheet, if you want to look at that real quick. Also, I made bases, for all these guys. The link to all the bases will be in the description. Those are free to use as long as you leave my watermark on it. So first, their appearance. So it's this base, and so their main body is always a different shade of gray. It's never like black or white. It can be really dark gray, really light, anywhere in the middle. That's all fine. So they have these spots or markings on them. Those are all the same color that coordinates to what element they are. There are 5 elements. First, the wet ones. They are the most powerful, but they're the least common. They have the power to control all water-related natural disasters, so like tsunamis, hurricanes, etc. So their markings are any shade of blue and some sea greens, but no icy blue. Next are the hot ones. They control fire or heat-related disasters. Their markings are any shade of red or orange. The light ones control wind or air-related disasters, and their markings are almost white, and they're really, really, really light yellow or blue, or mostly yellow or blue. The cold ones, they control all snow or ice-related disasters, and their markings are icy blue. The dark ones are the most common and live in the mainland instead of just on the little island where the rest of them live. But their only power is to make eclipses. They can also disappear into shadows. Their spots are darkish purple. So here, the Biawak Bencana, it is possible for them to be born with gills, horns, and or wings. You can make a character with horns or gills as you please. I'm not restricting you on those. Keep in mind that horns are pretty uncommon and gills are rare. You can, to get wings for your character, I don't want these to get, the wings to get too common. So this just through a giveaway. It's the only way you can get wings right now. I might change it later. Oh, also, if 2 or different elements breed, then their children will not have a mixture of elements. So, let's say a wet one and a light one breed, their kids will not just be, a hybrid mix of elements. They'll all just, one will just be a light one or a wet one. There actually is, there's a small chance that they will be born, a dud, no elements. Feel free to make those. There is a pretty small chance that they will be born, really small, extremely small. They'll be born with 2 or 3 elements. So again, it's not really a mix, they just have multiple. So, let's say if it was a light one and a wet one, and it ended up with both the elements, the markings would look like this. Well, again, it can be any shade of this color. The only way to get one of those with multiple elements are also through an adopt or giveaway by me. I just don't want you guys to overpower them. For these guides, I don't have very many rules. Whenever you make them, have fun. Of course, you don't have to follow anything I specified. Well, I guess some, but because it's your character, do what you want. You do not have to ask me to make one. Every time you say it, you do not have to credit me for the species. Just don't claim the species as your own, and that's basically all the rules I have. Have fun making these guys. Okay, so now I'm going to start getting into some lore stuff. So if you aren't interested in that, I guess you can click off the video. Okay, so these guys they're here on Earth, and here's a map, I guess, here. So they all live on this little island, except the dark ones, they can go everywhere. And I don't want to basically, get into too much, because then that's kind of like my OC story, and you guys probably don't care about that. But I will say, like how they choose who's in charge. Okay, so each element has a different ruler, and so there's a ruler, right? They rule for 10 years. After 10 years, it is open for anyone else with that element to challenge. The ruler, they choose what it will be. So it could be like in wits or strength or something else like that. So let's say they choose wits. Then everyone who wants a challenge will compete they'll just compete to see who's the smartest. Whichever one comes out of that, they will go against the current leader. If they win, they become new leader. If they don't, then the leader stays the same, and you wait another 10 years. The leader, if they die before the 10 years is up, then it will go to, the ruling will go to their eldest child, or if they specify, it'll go to whoever that ruler specified. There are also 12, representatives that basically all they can do is just kick out the ruler if they don't like them. So the idea is these guys are randomly chosen when they're born. The idea is they'll be one from every part of the land. And basically if they just think that all of them agree or if at least 10 of them agree that the current ruler is not ruling good, they can kick him out, and then another tournament will be hosted to decide who's the next ruler. That's all the lore I'm going to get into, because I feel like I'm just going to start rambling on for too long if I get into more. Anyways, I hope you like the species. Have fun making them. Remember, you do not have to ask me to make them. Bye.
We got more bounce in California than all y'all combined.